It's time for Access the Experts from the University of Nebraska at Omaha with your host, Brandon Axamit.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Access the Experts on News Channel Nebraska, where every Tuesday and Thursday, University of Nebraska at Omaha faculty members answer today's questions facing our state. Today we have the pleasure of hearing from Dr. Michaela Schenkelberg, who is an assistant professor at UNO School of Health and Kinesiology. And today we are focusing on early childhood development. So Michaela, today's question is, what is an appropriate amount of screen time for a toddler that is under 2 years old, and what content is okay for them to watch?
I would be happy to talk to you today about the appropriate amount of screen time for a toddler under 2 years old and provide some recommendations. A recent study reported that for children under 2 years old, screen time has more than doubled since the late 1990s. Now, the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that for children under 2 years old, they should avoid all screen time with the exception of video chatting with family members and friends. So there is some evidence that too much screen time in very young children may result in behavioral problems and delayed language, cognitive, and motor development. Much like other health behaviors, screen time behaviors in early childhood tend to track over time. So there's really no strong evidence that screen time is beneficial for children under 2 years old. Infants and toddlers truly learn best through face-to-face interactions and exploring their environment through movement, sight, touch, and yes, even taste. So parents and caregivers should do their best to avoid screen time altogether for children under the ages of 2, and especially for those under the age of 18 months. That being said, it's not always possible to completely avoid screen time, and it's especially difficult in the season of remote schooling and working from home. Sometimes we all just need a little bit of a break. So if you do decide to provide screen time, here are some recommendations. First, identify some high-quality, age-appropriate content like programming about shapes, numbers, the alphabet, animals, or your child's current interest. Our son, who is 2, likes to request videos of airplanes taking off at the airport. Next, view the content with your child and talk to them about what they are seeing. So for example, if you're watching a video about shapes, ask the child, what shape do you see? And what other things in this room are shaped like a circle? This practice will foster language development and connection with the adult and can help make screen time more productive. You can also try programming that integrates music and gross motor activity like kid yoga, and be sure to join in on the fun. Offering portable play equipment like scarves or instruments will also help to encourage your toddler to get up and move along with the program. Next, limit your screen time to short bouts like 5 or 10-minute sessions at most, and don't make screen time a habit. Be sure to establish clear boundaries about screen time and when it will be provided and what those expectations are from the beginning. Health behaviors in early childhood, like I said, have a tendency to track with children as they get older, so limiting screen time early on will help to avoid overuse in the future. Now, if you realize your child has had a screen time heavy day, don't be too hard on yourself. Try to balance out these days by providing extra opportunities for outdoor play and gross motor activity. Now, quite the opposite from screen time, regular participation in physical activity is extremely important for behavioral, cognitive, and physical development. So be sure to give infants plenty of floor time and get those toddlers up and moving as much as possible. For more information, please visit unomaha.edu.
Access the Experts, presented by the University of Nebraska at Omaha. If you have questions, submit them on our website. Then join us every Tuesday and Thursdays at 6:46 a.m. and p.m. while we answer your questions.